Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while I haven't posted videos and I'm really sorry about that. Actually, I lost my junior brother and it hasn't been easy for me since then, so I really wasn't able to make videos. But now I'm back to making videos. So on today's video I'm going to be talking about the best way to trade Crash 300, and not just Crash 300, every other market out there. So first of all you have to do is to do your top-down analysis. So you can actually start from the daily or the H4 depending on what you want to do, because on this particular trade now, on this Crash 300, you can see that I'm in a buy, and I actually got my bias on from the 1 hour time frame. So by bias I mean the direction of the market from the 1 hour time frame. So I didn't actually plan to stay long on the trade, but I just locked some profit and then allowed this one to keep going so as to determine how far the market is going to go. And now you can see that I'm actually losing some of the profit, but because of this video I'm not going to close it, so I'm going to close the position after the video. So you can see that this is an uptrend from the H1. So if I'm going to take a trade on this pair, it means that I'm only going to look out for buy positions, so using the supply and demand approach. So if I'm going to take a trade, I'm going to be looking out for demand zones only until I'm very sure that the market has changed its direction. So looking at this now, you see that I have this zone here. So this is a zone. So this is the demand zone now that I used to enter this trade. So how did I draw this zone? But before that, you can see I have another zone under this one here. So before you draw your demand or supply zone, you have to look out for, or in order to make it more valid, you look out for the one that has a gap or a fair value gap before it or after it. Because if you look at this place now, this last order block, if I zoom in, you see that there is a gap between this last candle, this one that I used as the other block, this small candle here, the red one, the green one. So the wick that formed at the top of this green candle, this small one, as the candle closed, there is a gap before the wick of the next candle. I hope you understand what I mean. So let me use something to mark it out. So if I use this line now, you see that the gap between this place and this place is what I mean, or is what I mean by a fair value gap. So you see this gap, the candle that I used as my other block, look at the top of it, the wick. After the wick there is a gap here before the next wick, you see. So that is what I call a fair value gap. So this gap has to be filled, and then after the gap or below the gap there is another block. So I know why I'm trying to explain this way, so you understand what I mean. So that gap now makes this other block a valid one. That same thing happened here. If I go down to, let's say, 15 minutes time frame, you see why I drew this other block here, and you can see how market tapped into it and then went up. Now going down to 15 minutes time frame, you see that this is what I mean. So now if I zoom in a little bit, you see that there is a gap here too. Do you see the gap? Let me mark it again using these two black lines. So this is it now. So in between these two lines is the gap that I'm talking about. So it's called a fair value gap. And then you don't just get a fair value gap. Whenever you see the candle, you see the displacement. By displacement, I mean the speed. Like if you compare this candle now, this green candle, to the ones following it, you see that this one is bigger compared to the two green candles following it. So whenever you have this kind of displacement and then another block below it, then a fair value gap, then you know that this other block will be at least more valid, or should I say a valid one. Now I use that place as another block and then waited patiently for the market to come back. So you can see how the market came back, tapped into the zone, and then I took my trade. So that's the best way to take your other blocks. Now I'm still waiting for the market. I'm going to close this one because I've lost some of the profits. So whenever the market gets to this place now, I'll also look out for another buying opportunity. So that's just it, guys. Please, if you are new to my channel, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel.